This morning, I would like to talk to you about who are you living to please. As you know, so oftentimes we do stuff and everything like that, and as great as it is, we try making a public display of it. And I'm guilty of it as I'm recording this message. God has dealt with me about being careful of telling people about the message that I'm sending you here on Facebook as well as YouTube. As you know, to live to please God and not man. To not make a public display of it. But you know, it talks about actually in Matthew 6, it says, "Take heed that you do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly." You know, it says, God shall reward thee openly. And you know, first, there's two, if you live to please men, there's two rewards that you will get. First of all, it says that you will have no, it says in verse 1, actually, it says that you will have no reward with your Father in heaven. There's a second reward in Matthew 7. And here's the second reward. It's in 7, starting in verse 21. It says, "Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity." So those are the two that if you live to please men, you're not going to enter the kingdom of heaven, because you did it to please men. So you have your reward. You pleased men. You have no reward and you know, but if you live to please God, you have two rewards as well. And the first one, obviously, is in Matthew 6. And it says, "Thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly." So God will reward you openly. Second one is you'll enter the kingdom of heaven. As you know, those who, you know, live to please men won't enter the kingdom of heaven, but those that live to please God will enter the kingdom of heaven. And you know, with that being said, this Bible that I'm holding in my hand is a Dake Annotated Reference Bible. And I had another one, but yet I ended up leaving it out here, right on the grill here, as I was, you know, planning on recording a message, and I left it out. And, well, I got tired and, you know, just decided to leave it out there. And it rained that evening, throughout the night, and everything like that. Got all wet. Well, I decided to try drying it real quickly. And some of you might think this is funny and everything like that. And, you know, because my family laughed about it. And which I laugh with them. I found it funny. I ended up putting it in the dryer to dry quickly. Well, some of the pages ripped. And then I tried gluing it back together, and it was not looking pretty. So, my dad and my stepmom ended up taking me to buy this Bible, which is actually a better one. It's actually a bond leather one, a bond leather Bible, which is not what I had before. Number one, and then also, my grandpa ended up waiting patiently in the car while me and my dad ended up going in and getting the Bible. My dad, my grandpa, and my grandpa and my stepmom ended up waiting in the car. Well, my aunt Karen, my cousin Sarah, and my uncle Usopp ended up taking us to the place that had this Bible on hold for me. And I am grateful that they all did that. But see, they weren't trying to make a public display, oh, look what we did. I mean, they can care less if anybody actually saw them, and that is how we should live as well. Is by living our lives to please God and not to please men. As, like I said, God is dealing with me regarding this area. And I hope and pray this message blesses you. Thank you very much, and God bless you.